So, is my Affair Bermuda Triangle theory true? This was the main reason I wanted to do the survey that we did recently of the cheating partners and the betrayed partners and find out what they thought about the theory. So, we surveyed over 5,700 people and we consolidated their answers and we've got some really interesting results. Okay, so to find out about the Affair Bermuda Triangle, I asked people this question. How strongly do you agree or disagree with this statement? Before the affair, I was not feeling good. The relationship was strained, and then a trauma or trigger made me reach out for an affair to relieve my pain. That's my Affair Bermuda Triangle theory in a nutshell. So I was expecting 75% of people to say yes, but that's not what happened. All right, so help me make sense of this data. So when we asked them that question, 50.83% of women agreed with that. And these are just the people who strayed in their relationships. Only 48% of men agreed with that. So then we broke this down into components. We asked them, was your relationship strained? 77% of women said yes. 70% of men said yes. We also asked them, what was your mood before the affair? We asked on a scale of 1 to 5. The average score for women was 2.36, so that's a little bit below the midpoint. And for men, it was 2.32. So we see that they are a little bit, depressed on the mood scale, right? Then we asked, did you experience any traumas and how many? 77.6% of women said yes. 75.6% of men said yes. We asked about how about some small traumas. 83% of women said yes. 80.17% of men said yes. Then we said, do you feel like affairs are a painkiller? 64% of women said yes. 59.7% of men said yes. And so then this is where it gets interesting. We said, do you think a trauma or a trigger prompted the affair? Women said no 59.55% of the time. Men said no 65% of the time. So I wonder, are people maybe not knowing what a trauma or a trigger is or what counts as a trauma or a trigger? Are some people not recognizing that trauma, like, having a grandparent or a parent pass away, are they not recognizing that that's contributing to the affair? One thing that makes me think that is that we asked, in hindsight, did you use the affair to cope with pain? 68% of women said yes, 70% of men said yes. So I think where we're getting stuck is the idea of a trauma or a trigger. And maybe there's some confusion about what a trigger is. So tell me what you think about this. I am trying to sort through this. And, one interesting part of science is you don't always find what you're expecting, right? I care about being honest and having integrity. So that's why I want to tell you, hey, my idea was not completely right. It was true in my practice, but it's not always true. Or at least it's more nuanced, and I've got to figure that out. The cool thing about science is that sometimes you find amazing things that you weren't looking for. Like we're finding all sorts of data about how to predict who's going to reconcile and who's going to heal. So I'm going to talk way more about that soon. But what do you think about this Affair Bermuda Triangle idea?